From CrunchEconometrix, thank you for joining me. In this video, I will show you how to use the export Esttab commands to export your summary statistics table to Excel and MS Word. So here is my Stata is up, my log file is already on, my variables are in the variables section, and as usual, my do file are ready with all the necessary commands that I'm going to execute. Please note that this hands-on tutorial is on variables based on time series and not panel data. So the first command I'm going to execute will be the tsetYear command, so that Stata can be prepared to run my analysis for time series. I've executed that command, and here's the output from Stata. I have my time variable set from 1981 to 2014. So the first command I'm going to execute is the export command that will export the output to the .csv file, which is the Excel format. So I'm going to highlight that with the Esttab command, and I execute. Here is the output from Stata, and you can see that the output is also written to this link. I'm double clicking on that. So here is the result as a .csv file. And mostly in .csv files, you can't do much formatting, so I'm going to copy all this to my Excel worksheet. And with the way the statistics are written, plus 10, plus 11, plus 9, it may not be easy for you to decode or to interpret the meaning, but they are in billions of dollars. For example, for real GDP, I'm going to show you what I have in my PowerPoint slide now, how you can redenominate and it will still retain its original meaning. Here's an example for real GDP. The output as returned by Stata are in scientific forms, but in real terms, the numbers are in billions of dollars. But even if you are to express this like this in your work, it's going to take too much of spaces. So what you have to do is to divide them all by 1 million and redenominate them to a manageable size, as you can see here. And the interpretations will still remain unchanged. So this is how you are going to report your figure for all the variables. This is just an example for GDP. You create a row for the million notation and the redenominated figures like this. If you like, you can do a little formatting of your outputs. I'm going to highlight all and change calibrate to Times New Roman. I'm increasing from 11 to 12. Because I need to give my table a heading, I'm creating a new row, insert. I call that summary statistics. I bolden it and I increase the font size to 15. I can also merge it just to make it look good. For the redenomination, I need to create a row and I just put the $ and the million. I copy it across the columns. The next thing to do is to put it at the center. Then for the redenomination, I'll simply write 118,000 here, even though it's a millions. But this is the way you have to show it. But it does not lose its interpretation. It's still the same. They're in billions of dollars. Then for the heading here, I put them in capitals. Then I go ahead to rename the variables. I'll just do it for the real GDP alone. You can do the rest. What else? I need to remove this N. I put this at the edge. I can create a border below the heading. I give it a thick border. Here I write variables. You can design your table whichever way you want. This is just to give you an idea of what to do. I bolden this. Then below this, I can put a border, a thin border. And at the column also, I put a right border here. And below here, I can put a below border. And finally, I write source. So you can see it's a lot nicer than what we got from Stata. So next thing is to show you how you can export to MS Word. Using the same command, you run that export command, you execute, then you come to the Esttab command and you can see here .rtf. I highlight them, everything there, and I execute. Here we can see the output as shown by Stata. I double click on this link. So here's the result in MS Word. So first thing I need to do is to create a header for this table. I click here, I right click, and I create a row above. I select insert above, and I give it a name, summary statistics. I come here to expand it. Then I click here to create a row. So I copy it across the columns because we are redenominating. We cannot report the plus 10, plus 11 the way they are. It's not good. We put these ones in capitals, and I rename the variables in their real names so that anybody looking at it will know what they are. So I only do for real GDP, you can do the rest. So for the redenomination, this is, like I said before, it will take 118,000 now. And by the time you multiply by 1 million that is above here, it becomes 118 billion. Same thing goes for standard deviation. Like I said, the interpretations remain the same. Lastly, I include source since I computed it. So guys, this is a very simple way of exporting your summary statistics output to MS Word. This is neatly done. Remember to save your work. If you need this do file, please go to my website and send me an email. I will gladly send it to you. If this tutorial has been helpful, please tell your friends and your colleagues, tell your students to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up if you're happy with the explanation. Thank you for staying with me. Don't go away. I'll be right back.